Okay, so we're going to talk about how to get your body moving properly. And so what it is talking about different ranges of movement. So a lot of people are getting very much into weight training, which is very static. Your foot's holding into the floor and you tend to be quite rigid with the body. So the spine's very stiff and solid and there's not enough mobility. So in terms of like posture and having a good spine, that's really good if you're doing things like squats and deadlifts and Olympic lifts. That's fantastic from a straight plane. But the spine works in twisting motions as well. So I would always recommend that you do things like boxing and Thai boxing. And it doesn't mean you have to do a class, but it means in your workouts that you would add squats and deadlifts. And in the same session, you would do things like punching a bag, doing kicks as well, to mobilize the hips and the spine so you're getting good rotation of the spine. The other thing is, look at movement patterns of the spine. It also bends forward, so you would do things like toe touches and then reaching backwards. So you want to think of how the spine moves and then do movements that replicate it. So for example, I really like the hyperextension platform. If you know what that is, you hook two legs behind a foam and then you've got a board, and what you can do is do dorsi raises where you extend your lower back up. You can also move on your side and do side motions, because obviously the spine moves in a sideway plane and it also twists. So in terms of movement for the spine, what you want to do is do forward and backward motions like squats, deadlifts, stretches that go forward and back, Thai boxing with twisting. Then you want to do sort of like oblique work, which is like Pilates, where you're doing side planks, side oblique raises, all those sort of things. But the other thing that I really believe in is also foot balancing, that I've been getting into a lot, and foot movement. So another part of your workout would be something as simple as closing your eyes and standing on one leg and just holding that. Now what you'll find is when you first do it, it sounds really easy, but you're going to shake all over the place. And what that's teaching you is there's all these intricate foot muscles that you're not actually using to grip onto the floor or to stabilize your body. So that's a static version of footwork, which I would say is really important. By the way, the feet are connected to your posture as well as the neck. So we're going to stick with feet for today because I don't want to overload you with information. But the other thing you want to do with your feet is to be able to jump in different directions. So anything like bounding or bouncing or doing some sparring with a partner where you don't have to beat the shit out of each other, but what we're talking about is moving together. I've done it with the camera guy, Jem, who's right behind there. I'm looking at you, and we were just getting each other to move and bounce, kind of like fencing or sparring, where you're moving your feet and bouncing up and down. You can do it with plyometric drills, you can do it with those SAQ ladders or speed ladders where you drive your feet in really quickly. By the way, that's very good for sports. I do that for hockey players and different field players as well, so it works really well. Anyway, enough said for today. If you want to do some personal training with me and really move your body in a way that it's meant to move properly so that you feel fantastic as well as look fantastic, check out the website at awpcs.com and see you really soon.